Good morning, and thank you for joining us here today on the Business Showcase. Today I have a really, really awesome guest to present to you today, or to interview with you today. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank you for joining us live. This is really important for businesses, especially local businesses in the Cairns area, because Facebook algorithm has recently changed, if you weren't aware of that. And being able to help local businesses is what I love doing. So thank you very much for joining us. If you're watching the replay, thank you also for taking the time to find the live event and watch the replay. So guys, I just want to thank you all for being here again, and I also want to thank Matt from Helping Hand Hypnotherapy and Alicia. They're with us today. I'm just going to quickly tell you a little bit about Matt, and that is Matt is a Cairns born and bred local, which is awesome. He's also a certified clinical hypnotherapist, and that has been obtained from the American Board of Hypnotherapy. Matt's been interested in and studying hypnosis for over 21 years and he's been seeing his clients for 8 years in his practice. The use of hypnotherapy to help people has made, and I'm sure Matt will share more about hypnotherapy with us in a minute, permanent and positive changes in his client's life, and he's very passionate about that. So with no more further ado, I'd like to introduce Matt, and I'm just going to bring Matt into the broadcast with us. Give us a minute. Matt should be here. Ding. Hi, Matt.
G'day, Leanne. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the Business Showcase show. So, Matt, I was just telling the audience a little bit about yourself, about you been studying hypnotherapy for over 21 years. Would you like to share how you actually got into business, or, how did hypnotherapy all start with our guest today?
Hypnotherapy really started with the first girl I ever dated was studying psychology, and I started learning about psychology. And the more I learned about it, the more I saw that it was a long journey. And at some point I started learning about hypnosis. And over the years, I just kept coming back to hypnosis as being a quick, easy, gentle way to help somebody without being expensive or overly time consuming. So I just kept studying and getting certified and learning all I could, because it just seemed like a simple way to help people. And obviously you can help more people if you only need to see them for a certain number of sessions.
So that's very true. So Matt, I love the logo that you've got on your business page, which says getting your mind right. So
that's right.
I've got a question. How does one know if their mind isn't right? Because I think for many of us, we go through life, subconsciously playing out patterns or whatever. Is there any advice or any tips that you can share with the viewers today about how do you know? Is there any particular signs that you see that your clients, may experience, or you have?
Often it shows up in abnormalities, like you have issues with relationships, you have thoughts coming up, you have emotion coming up. One of the big signs is if you've got emotional baggage from an event, your mind keeps reminding you of it. It's your mind's way of saying, hey, deal with this, I don't want it here. And if you keep getting these reminders all the time, it shows you that something's got to be dealt with. So if you had, for instance, a traumatic event, let's say your dog died, and your mind keeps reminding you years later about this event, you keep remembering it, well, it shows that you need to deal with that. You've got emotion attached to it, and it is pulling you in all different ways. Now, when you've got a lot of these, it's almost like there's a whole heap of people with reins all trying to drive in a different direction, and your life just doesn't go smoothly. When you get rid of most of this unwanted emotion, and we find unwanted programs, and we install good programs that are aiming you in the direction you want to go, life just gets easy. Things just start flowing. It's like you've got this natural flow with the universe. And everybody's got some form of programming that's not conducive to where they want to go. So getting rid of that just enhances their life.
And I suppose, Matt, for many of us too, I often think like with our software on our computer, we tend to update that, or our iPhone, every couple of years, because it's outdated. Yet for a lot of us, we forget about updating our own personal software, which is in between our ears, isn't it? and it just runs on old programs.
That's a very good analogy, actually, because I believe everyone is born good, and it's only what's been done to us and the programs we've picked up during our life that's caused the problems we're having. So if you go and remove that programming that we most of the time didn't even approve to get put in, it's almost like someone's hacked us, and we remove that program, then people become essentially good again. But that's very good analogy, Leanne.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So, Matt, tell me about you and Alicia have got a practice over on Creedy Street, I believe, in Westcourt.
Yep.
How long have you guys been there?
We've been here for just over 4 years now. We set this up. It's a home business. Obviously, if you walk in, it's almost like a doctor's clinic. We've separated part of the house off, proper reception and everything like that. It's good because I can see a client, and if I've got a gap between clients, I can play with kids, or I can go and get a snack. So it's a really good. We're working on having a really nice lifestyle, and it's also a nice, friendly environment for people to come to. It's not too cold. It's a nice, warm environment. Alicia does all the paperwork side of things, all the marketing, all the social media, and she's learning and she's getting really, really good at it. She's basically, I couldn't do what I do without her, because she attracts most of the clients, and I just do the therapy part mainly.
Fantastic. And it's lovely to have work-life balance, isn't it? And part of, the reason why I want to showcase local businesses is the fact that there are so many local businesses like yourself out there, and I think just being able to reach out to more locals to let them know of the fantastic businesses like yourself and Alicia, it's just brilliant. So, yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
It's nice.
Go on.
It's nice to have a local business. So many things you see now where you go and it's just a big franchise that's come all the way up the east coast of Australia, and there's no familiar face. I've been in Cairns for 40 plus years now, and you used to go to the corner store and say hi to someone, and you built up a relationship. And now you go in and they've got a 15-year-old working there, and they're not interested in talking to you. And next week they've left and there's someone else there, and you don't get to build up a relationship with anyone that you buy off anymore. So it's nice when you can deal with local businesses. We always look for local businesses to deal with.
That's so true. And what I love, because I just want to just bring the whole, local versus social media aspect in, is the fact that I haven't actually met you or Alicia previously to this interview, have I?
No. Pamela O'Leary recommended you to me.
Big shout out to Pamela. Thank you, Pamela. But what I love is the fact that now through the, I know a lot of people say social media, it removes communication and stops that from building relationships. But used correctly, like us now, two local businesses having the ability to talk to each other from, our own home offices and sharing your expertise to the world, basically. I mean, we've got a lot of local businesses, local people watching us, but having you being able to expand your network through this medium is just amazing. And that's what I love about, what we're doing here today also.
Sure. Social media is brilliant. Everybody in small business needs it. If you don't have it, then you're missing out on a lot of customers. We're probably getting about 60% of our custom from social media.
Wow, that's
with the changes that are coming to Facebook, I've been saying to people for many, many months that if your business is only based on social media, you should branch out, because, in reality, they could turn you off any day and then you're stuck. But if you don't have social media, then you're missing out on such a huge segment.
Absolutely. So, Matt, I sort of want to retrack a little bit and just prior to hypnotherapy, or has that been something that you've always done? Did you have a previous working history life?
Would you believe I'm a mechanic by trade?
There you go.
So when I finished my trade, I did a few years of that, and I wasn't really interested in that. It was basically a parts replacer. It was boring. I get bored very easily. I skipped from job to job, and then I started having businesses. And over the years, I just kept coming back to hypnosis. And when you get up in the morning and you don't want to go to work, it really sucks. When you get up in the morning and you jump out of bed and you think, well, if I'd won lotto yesterday, I wouldn't ring my clients and tell them not to come in, because I really enjoy working with people so much. So yeah, even when you found something that you do, even if you won lotto, you know you're on the right path. It's not about the money, it's about the feeling you get by helping people and seeing the changes. Some of the changes in my clients' lives, they walk in hunched over with the weight of the world on their shoulders, and they walk out and they skip across the front lawn. So it's reward in itself.
Yeah, that's amazing. You're doing amazing work. Well done. So Matt, tell me, so you've been in business for a little while. I mean, the other thing I like about this show is the fact that we can collaborate with other businesses and share the fact that, you know what, we're not on our own either as business owners. So if I was to ask you, what has been probably the biggest struggle for you as a small to medium business owner that you've found, to date?
My biggest struggle over the last probably 4 or 5 years has been marketing. I did marketing courses years ago. My dad used to work for a television station. So when I set up my first business in 94, we put an ad on TV and dropped an editorial to the Cairns Post, put a Yellow Pages ad on, and we had an instant business. All those don't work that well anymore. So now there's social marketing. So that's the main thing that held us up for years of growing, was that my knowledge of computers and everything else was not that good. And just that learning, it's taken us years to learn how to market on Facebook. And they change all the time. So you really need an expert that's going to help you, because you can't be reinventing the wheel. You can't be an expert at everything. And social marketing is such a complex issue. It's hard enough just working out my phone and my computer, let alone Facebook. That's why I'm happy that I've got Aleisha here, because that's her department and she does all that, and I don't even have to worry about it. She just consults me on some of the posts and some of the wording. But she's got a very good background now in hypnosis, so I do a lot of work with her, getting her to read a lot of stuff, that books I've read. She's actually thinking about becoming a hypnotherapist, so it's good because she's got an understanding of it to make comments. But you need somebody to help you with marketing, because it's just such a complex issue.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, and I'm on the other side of it. So, and Matt, if I was to ask you, what has been the biggest, I mean, I think you've already touched base on this, but I'll ask again, what has been the biggest highlight for yourself being in business?
Probably the helping people, and also just the lifestyle we've now got. Obviously, having a home business has got its drawbacks. You're always at work, and we're working on making a differentiation between the two. But when you help people, and as I said, they skip out across the lawn, and then I do follow-ups with people. I ring them up and they're just like, oh, it's amazing. I'm now sleeping through the night for the first time in 20 years. I'm now not attracting abusive men into my relationship. We do an empowering women program. People tend to repeat a pattern. When you remove the pattern, they stop attracting the same sort of people. Their whole life changes. People telling me they're now putting themselves first and looking after themselves, because they realise they can't look after anyone else if they don't look after themselves first. Stopping self-abuse, stopping self-sabotage, all these things. And people just grow. Their posture changes when the weight of the world's off their shoulders. They stand more upright. I see them in the street and they're a different person. And that just sends a tingle down my spine anytime I think about it. So that's probably the most rewarding thing.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I've got goosebumps just hearing you, and it's so very true that so many of us have, stuff, and if you just let it go or get some help from you guys, the whole world, the whole perspective, your whole life changes just by rewiring that software in between our brains.
Yep. Humans have a program, and your base program is to avoid pain. So if you try to self-analyze, as soon as that emotion comes up, you push it back down. You just don't want it there. So it's very hard to self-analyze. So you really do need to get someone to help you, someone to direct you, who says, okay, what's that? Let's explore that. And with hypnotherapy, it doesn't have to be painful. We can detach you so that you're not in it. Yeah, you're not actually living.
Yeah, that's the thing. And, you know,
you're not actually living.
Yeah, I'd like just if I could delve a little bit, because I love personal development. I absolutely breathe it, live it, you know, always looking at ways that I can grow myself. But can I just ask a question for our viewers? Because some people, Matt, you can share because you're the expert here, but do you really need to know, I asked you earlier about having that awareness around what's wrong, but do you really need to know what's wrong? Like, what I mean by that is if I go, you know what, Matt, hey, I keep attracting, you know, horrible men into my life. Not that I am, but I'll use that as an example. Are you able to then fix the software rather than going into trying to find out the actual event? Does that make sense?
Yep. We actually need very little information. One of the things with hypnosis, sorry, I'm just getting feedback from your end there.
Hang on a minute. Is that a bit better?
Yeah, I think that's better.
Oh, yeah, there you are.
No, yeah, I think that's better. There's a little bit of a pause, and then I can hear myself at your end. That's right. We can just keep going.
Yeah, there's a delay too. I can see you speak, but I'm not hearing you come through as well.
So back to your question, Leanne. We don't need a lot of information about what's going on with people. We just need minor details, because I believe everyone has the resources they need already inside. They just don't have access to them. So when we help people to access them, when we do a thing called Ideomotor skills under hypnosis, we set up a yes/no answer with feeders and bypass the conscious mind. When we ask a question, does the subconscious know what's causing this? If we get a yes, we can then decide whether it's still a good program to have or whether it isn't, whether it can be removed, whether I'd like to replace it with something else. So then that program's gone and you've got something more life-affirming. Does that answer your question?
That's just great news.
Does that answer your question?
Absolutely, because I think, you know, just thinking about my peers, sometimes they go, wow, I don't want to delve into that stuff. I don't want to go back to that stuff. But from what I'm hearing you say is that, you know, you need a little bit of information and then just let you do your magic and let the hypnosis work its, you know, way into reprogramming.
That's correct. The belief I've got is that pictures in your past have got emotion attached to them. And anytime you access that picture, the emotion comes up. So if you go to counselling, you open the picture, you get bathed in the emotion. When you come into hypnotherapy, we can detach you so that you're looking at it as if you're viewing it happening to someone else. So you can change it, modify it, without feeling like you've been bathed in the emotion.
Mm. Yeah, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So Matt, what do you do just to change the thought process a little bit, what do you guys do for fun? So you work at home, obviously you live there, you've got a couple of lovely children. What do you guys do to remove yourself from that working space and have some fun?
So we go camping a bit. I do gold prospecting. I also carve wooden bowls out of the trees. So I've got a few hobbies. I like being creative. But getting out in nature is good, just detaching from the phone and the internet.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we all need more of that detaching from devices. Goodness me, that's a whole another issue, you know, in its own right.
It is. We actually we deal with a lot of clients who come in who are actually addicted to their phones.
Oh.
So we work with helping them to have a balance.
Yeah, I have a 15-month-old granddaughter who knows how to tweet out my YouTube videos that she's watching, and has Wiggles playlists on my business page, and can also auto send out a message when it comes through to my phone. So it's really scary.
Kids are learning very quick.
So I'll send her to you in about 15 years' time.
We actually work with children who are very young. Children are in a trance permanently till the age of about 7. So everything you say is so important to children, so you can actually program them yourself.
Actually, that's interesting, Matt, actually, because I was going to sort of finish up, but you've just prompted another question. So does that mean that you work with the children, or do you work with the parent to help the child?
I do both. We have a blue card, working with children card. Often I enable the parents so that they can do the programming. Often they'll want me to help them with the wording for the programming, so we'll give them a list and we can train them to do it. Or we can get children in and do therapy directly on them.
That's brilliant. You know, that's something that I actually knew about. Like I was aware of the fact that, you know, between the age of 0 and 7 is when a child's beliefs and software is installed. But I find it absolutely amazing that you're able to help parents, and even grandparents for that matter, program the child, not correctly, because I don't think there's wrong and right. You know, we all do a great job as parents, but to assist in that programming, that's awesome.
If there's sleep issues, bedwetting, eating problems, hitting, there's a whole range of things that we can work with. And assisting the parents, once they know how to do it, then they're not relying on me. They can see something happening. They've then got the tools to correct it. So they've got 7 years of benefits.
That's awesome. I honestly wish that I knew that, you know, when I was raising my children, but I can tell you now, it's just, that's fantastic. And I think that's a parenting skill that we all should tap into. You know, definitely come and see you guys and work out how do we communicate or use the right words to make sure that those programs are you know, I don't want to use the word right, but those programs are working to the benefit of the child.
Exactly. Most of us, about 80% of what we talk about is what we don't want. So if I say to you, don't think of pink elephant, don't think elephant in your head. If you say to your child, don't run across the road, they get a picture of running across the road and they run across the road. So just turning your language around to what you want, then it just makes so much difference to a child. Yeah.
So, Matt, I'm sorry. I just love this stuff. I could talk all day. I don't want to keep you for much longer. But there's a thing that eats the back of my brain, and I'm always looking for ways to fix it. I don't know how I'm ever going to fix it because it's a problem bigger than myself. But I just thought then about, you know, the issue of bullying. So you could really help young kids with the whole horrible, yucky bullying situation, couldn't you?
I've done quite a bit of work with kids for bullying. It's a multifaceted thing. I believe a lot of bullying stems by the lack of punishment in society. Teachers aren't allowed to punish a child, parents aren't allowed to punish, the police aren't allowed to punish. They grow up thinking they're bulletproof and they can do anything. When you get back to that old primary program of avoiding pain, pain is a fantastic teacher, and I'm never saying parents should beat the crap out of their kid, like parents did in the past, but I think a gentle type of punishment, like a small smack or police being able to actually train children and things, needs punishment for doing the wrong thing, and I think that curbs a lot of bullying.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Subject.
Oh, it's huge. It's just, I just thought then, you know, like I'm always thinking about how can I help, you know, the young girls or the young kids that are actually affected, because it's tragic what's happening today with social media. I mean, social media is great for business, marketing, relationships, but one of the downsides is the fact that we have this bullying situation online. And I mean, just knowing that makes me feel so much better, because now I can definitely send people your way, or, you know, promote the fact that you guys can help these the kids and the parents for that matter.
We've got a program called Teflon Skin, and the Teflon Skin is similar to when a duck dives underwater, it comes up, the water runs off its back. We install that in a client so that any shit thrown at them doesn't stick. And we do it with people that work on, for instance, at the reception counters who cop a lot of shit, people who get abused at work. We do it for receptionists, and we find that the client doesn't worry them anymore, because when someone throws shit at them, they understand it's not theirs, it slides off, and they don't take it personally. Now, installing that in a 14-year-old girl who's getting bullied really makes her realize that what's going on online is not her issue, it's the other person's issue, and she doesn't take it personally. Once again, it's more about enabling a resource she already has. She's just not aware that she has it.
Yeah, that's brilliant. We should talk more about that, because maybe together we can, I don't know, do something to help people. So that's brilliant. Thank you so much. So, Matt, I'm just going to change the tune a little bit more and ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So what's your business going to look like in 5 years from now?
We've just timed our business by 1.5 in January. So we're growing, and I think that's a lot to do with Facebook. It's a lot to do with we've finally sort of got a bit of a handle on what's going on. We're following advice, learning from people that we're in networks with, and people like yourself. And we've got the business about 60% where we want it. So we need to increase custom by about another 40%. And then we're at a level where it's nice working hours, we're helping a lot of people, the income stream's right, and we've still got time to get away. One of the nice things about a business like this is I can cross a long weekend out of the diary and just not take bookings. And I can do that 2-3 weeks in advance, and we can take a long weekend whenever we want. So
yeah, that's brilliant.
Getting that balance between work and life, which we're nearly there, and just continuing that. So I can see myself doing this until I'm 80.
Nice. Well, I'm glad to hear that you will be doing it for that long, because there's definitely a lot that you can do to help people. So that's awesome. So Matt, tell me, is there anything that you'd like to share today? Do you have a special offer for our people that are watching it live, or those that are still watching it on the replay? So is there anything that you'd like to share, or give them tools, tips?
Sure. Look, there's two things. The first one is a lot of people are nervous about hypnosis, so we offer a free intro. You can jump on our website and hit the book now button, choose the free intro. It'll come up with a calendar. You can book a day and time. Pop in, we do about an hour with you. We help you into trance so you can experience it, talk about what you'd like to address, and then we outline what we can see you'd need to do, how many sessions you'd need. The other thing for listeners today, sorry.
So I was just going to ask you what the website is, because I'll just quickly put that up on the screen for people.
HelpingHandHypnotherapy.com. And it's hand with a singular.
Okay, so there's the website for guys, HelpingHandHypnotherapy.com for you guys to go get your free intro, which is awesome. And what else, Matt? Sorry, I cut you off.
So if anyone would like, who's been watching today, we offer a $50 discount on any of our programs.
Oh, wow. Woohoo. Okay, so.
Just mention Leanne's name.
Okay, hang on. I'm just going to put this up here because that's brilliant. Just a minute. So Matt's offering a $50 discount. Is that what you said?
That's correct.
Wow. All right. So to get the discount, you need to type into the comment section below. I'm just going to get rid of that. If you type in the comment section, hang on, having a typo function here. hide that, type that. That's not going to. All right, wait a minute. Just change this around a bit more. Okay, so to get your $50 discount, oh, it's not working. You have to type in the comment section, Leanne. There it is. Type in the comment section, Leanne, and Matt and Alicia are going to give you a $50 discount on your sessions, or if you get your free one first, then can they put that towards the balance, Matt?
Exactly.
Awesome. That's brilliant. How cool is that? That's very, very, very good of you guys. That's just that's an amazing offer, Matt. Wow.
Our pleasure. I like helping people. If people are nervous about it, once they come in, they find that all their fears are subsided and they know what hypnosis is, and then they can choose whether they want to pursue that path.
Brilliant. All right. So, Matt, is there anything else that you would like to share with our viewers today, whether they're watching it live or whether they're still with us watching the replay, which is so cool? Is there anything else that you would like to share that I haven't asked you today?
That's probably covered it really well, Leanne. Good questions.
Fantastic. Well, Matt, I'm just going to put you back in the lobby in a minute after I say goodbye to you, but can you just hang around and we'll have a quick chat at the end of the show? But I want to say thank you very much to everybody. There's been lots of people, and I was just going to say, if you love the show, where is my camera? Make sure you share some love. Hang on, where's the emoji? There she is again. Make sure you hit the emoji button with the love and show Matt and Alicia how much you enjoyed this show. Thank you, Matt, again. And Alicia, I know she did a lot of work in the back end and would love to have been here with us today. But she had to take the bubs to daycare. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for joining me and sharing your expertise to the audience. I just think it's brilliant that we're able to showcase amazing business owners that we have in Cairns.
Thanks, Leanne. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks, guys. I'm just going to put Matt away as I just finish off today's show. Thanks, Matt. And hey, guys, that was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant offer from Matt and Alicia from Helping Hand Hypnotherapy. They're giving you one free session straight up. If you go to their website, helpinghandhypnotherapy.com, click on the free intro button and you'll get your first hour session for free to experience the amazing hypnotherapy that Matt and Alicia do over there. The other thing is that they're giving you $50 off your consult. So in order to get your $50, you need to type the word Leanne in the comments section below. And that way Matt and Alicia can see who actually wants to take up that offer. And then they can reach out to you and show you how to get hold of that brilliant offer. So, wow, that was absolutely amazing. Guys, this is the Social Media Specialist Show. I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning because it's not about me. It was about Matt and Alicia. But my name is Leanne Peard, and I help you take the frustration out of your social media marketing. And we also have the Business Showcase Show now. So if you'd like to join us on the Business Showcase Show and tell the world how great your business is, exactly like Matt and Alicia's, feel free to send me a message or just type show in below. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching the live show. Don't forget to share this if you know of anybody that needs some, or not needs some help. We all need help, but we don't want to go out saying, hey, you need help. If you know of anybody that could use the services of Matt and Alicia, then please, please, please share this video, this interview with your people on Facebook, and that way they can reach out and make contact with Matt and Alicia. Guys, if you've got any questions, feel free to pop them in the comment section below, because Matt and Alicia will come back and have a look at this live stream, and they'll be able to answer any questions that you may have. So thanks again to Matt and Alicia for joining me. Thank you out there for watching it live, and thank you for watching the replay. Don't forget to take your offer up for a free intro. Suzanne Rath says, great work. Thanks, Suzanne, for your comment. Don't forget to take your free intro up with Matt and Alicia, and also tap into that $50 discount by typing the word Leanne below. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much again. Have a brilliant Tuesday, and I will see you all soon. Ciao for now.